Hi guys. So today I am going to be talking to you about, well, I think my clothes explain it all. You see, I don't usually wear stuff like this, but I am in my cool workout attire. So what are we going to talk about? You'll find out in just one moment. All right, guys. So as you can tell, I am in some luxurious workout attire. I also have on matching leggings. Can you believe that? I can't believe it either. So what I want to talk to you guys today is something that I've been thinking about for a while. Something that I've been seeing on the internet, and it's been on the internet for a long time. I'm very tardy to the party, so my apologies. I was actually watching a YouTube video. There's this dietitian that covers a lot of celebrity diets and kind of like what they eat in a days and things like that. Her name is Abby Sharp, and she's covered this topic a couple of times. Well, it's the that girl trend, and I didn't know what it was, okay? Because I'm old and I'm not that jazzy with the internet and whatnot. So I'm sure you guys have heard of it if you've been around on the interwebs for any length of period of time. But I wanted to talk about it because there were a lot of people that were commenting under her post, and they were saying things like, this is so unrealistic. And I mean, I never see a routine or anyone that does it that works a normal 9 to 5, or any women of color, or any moms, or anyone with disabilities. And they were pretty right. And we'll get into that about the criticisms of the that girl movement, or that girl trend, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. So what is that girl? Okay. So the trend all started on TikTok back around like April of 2021. I was not on TikTok then. I was barely on the internet. I'm on TikTok now, and look in the description box for my TikTok. You can follow me there if you'd like. So basically it started with these short clips of these girls going through their daily routines, and it quickly spread around the entire internet, making its way on YouTube. And this is where I am. This is kind of like my main platform, and I just wanted to talk about it. So that's how it started. So what is that girl about? So of course it's mainly a girl thing, but I believe anybody can kind of make their way into this genre of being. So basically this person is a lifestyle that focuses on self-improvement and wellness. So there are a lot of things that girl does to improve herself and to also exhibit her wellness and take care of herself, or him, or they. We're just going to go with her right now because I identify as a she. So that's the pronoun I'll be using. Okay. Also, she puts herself out there to hopefully motivate others. That's why she's doing all this. So not only kind of motivate herself, but motivate others. So she's not only inspirational, so she's inspiring other people to live a healthy lifestyle, to be on a path of continuous self-improvement, but also someone that you can aspire to be. So a lot of people do have it in their head that they do want to be that girl, right? Also, she appears to be successful and productive. So you see these girls with these journals and planners and writing out their goals and things, and they get a lot of things done in a day because they wake up really early. Yeah. And also they're very productive along the day. And basically, she's kind of like the perfect adult. So it's interesting on who that girl is. So I want to talk about the positives of that girl. So I found it to be positive, and that this person is productive throughout the day. So we often hear that everybody has 24 hours in a day. True indeed. But we all typically spend them in a different manner, right? And especially depending on what you do, like what you do for a living, like what you do in your personal time, like what you do in your professional time, like if you go to school, if you work a 9 to 5, if you take care of a family, etc., etc. We all spend those 24 hours very different. So, it gives you the thought process that, hey, I can be productive. I can do that too. So this person sometimes is kind of like very spiritual. So they may meditate. More religious folks, they may pray or in the morning or whatever. So they have that as part of their routine. So you see that positive thing. They also do a lot of affirmations. So they're thinking of themselves in the most positive space. So they're thinking of themselves as being this being that has to speak life into themselves, which I can get down with that. Because throughout the years, I've given myself so much negative self-talk. Like, I had to learn how to speak affirmations. I had to learn how to speak positively about myself because my negative self-talk was bringing me down. So I found this very, very helpful, very useful. And I had to think, I'm kind of that girl because I definitely speak positivity and speak life into myself. So this is something that I definitely feel like I could get down with. So she does that. She's also, like kind of alluded to earlier, she sets goals. So she's very goal oriented. She often writes in her planner. So she's planning out her day, what she's going to accomplish in the day. And then I love all of that stuff. She's also very organized. So you often see in the videos the girls going on the trips where you see their homes or their rooms. They're very tidy. They look very nice, very lovely. So we love all that stuff. And then when we're flipping to the health side of things, she will usually wake up early, okay, to get the day started, which I find is great, which I don't do. Sorry. And then you will start seeing her prepare her meals throughout the day. She'll wake up early in the morning. She'll drink a big glass of water, usually with lemon. And then she will prepare her food. And you'll see these very aesthetically pleasing plates. And you can kind of see that maybe you can emulate that type of lifestyle as far as making sure that you get up out of bed, you make your bed. You want to make sure that you drink your water throughout the day. You want to make sure that you make breakfast and eat that breakfast and make sure it's a healthy, nutritious breakfast. And then you can see her schedule and routine throughout the day. So then she will usually go for like a morning walk. And then after her morning walk, then her day kind of starts. So whatever that day look like, and everyone is different. So sometimes they'll go grocery shopping and be very organized, and you'll see their healthy habits shine through on their grocery shopping trip. You'll see them sometimes walk their dogs. And then of course they have to get out a gym routine, some kind of exercise, whatever it is that they do. They definitely have to do that. And then a lot of times in the evening, they're coming back to their home. They're doing that. And then also, so I really love the health side of things because that is something I definitely aspire to be. And I think this can be inspirational for a lot of people. And it's not necessarily about losing weight, but it's about being your best self and your most healthy self, okay? And then part of that is also self-care. So taking care of yourself. So taking time to yourself to do those things that you want to do with yourself so that you can be your best self for you and then also others around you. So when they get up in the morning, they also do like a skincare routine. I don't have a skincare routine. But sometimes they do that as well, which exudes self-care, So I can get down with all of those things. All of those things are lovely. All of those things are positive. All of those things are wonderful. All of those things are inspirational and maybe aspirational. Maybe you aspire to be that girl. So on that note, I am going to take you through my day as that girl. And honestly, I believe that I feel like I am that girl, but I am that girl in my own way. And I'm telling y'all should be that girl in your own way, whatever that is, okay? So we're gonna go through my that girl daily routine. Okay, so what you think? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so now that you kind of saw my routine and how everything goes, like, I am not perfect. I am not the perfect person. And so this whole that girl thing has a lot of people up in arms. A lot of people are like feeling kind of excluded. So there are a lot of criticisms to this entire that girl thing. So we're going to talk about that now. So I think the first criticism is that it's not inclusive. Okay. And I'm not talking about just like that girl, like girls, guys, non-binary people. No. Inclusive as far as who do you see in those videos, right? So they're mainly like young girls. So they're excluding like women of a certain age, like myself. So we can't be that girl, you know? They're also usually very thin white women. So this is something to think about as well. So is this whole trend fat phobic? So are you saying like because I'm a lady of a certain size that I can't be that girl? Or are you saying because maybe I have a little melanin in my skin tone, I can't be that girl? So this is something that we always have thought to ourselves about inclusivity. So how these trends are, they're excluding a certain portion of people. And not only that, a lot of people are like people with disabilities or people with impairments and things like that, because their day is going to look totally different from someone who is able-bodied. So how are they going to go through this that girl routine throughout their day? And what does their life look like? And do I want to aspire to be like someone who is disabled, a person of color, someone who is larger bodied? Do I want to be that person? Do I aspire to be them? Can they be inspirational? So the trend has garnered a lot of criticism because it is not inclusive. And then also, you have to think about what this person is doing throughout their day, right? So they are doing a lot of things that people do not have the privilege to do throughout their day. Like myself, I could wake up early in the morning, but I am going to be dog tired because I need my sleep, okay? I don't have the luxury to take a nap. And when I get home from work, I don't have the luxury to just relax, unfortunately, because that's my gym time. And then I have to go get my baby. And then me and my baby will usually go on a walk. So I have parenting duties. I have me time. I have all of that time. So by the time I'm in the bed, I don't want to turn around and wake up at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to wake up in just time enough to get ready for work and be to work on time. That's what I want to wake up. And I believe that's probably most of the world wants to do. So you have to also think about, this person usually has the means to do all of this stuff. So they can afford a gym membership. They probably live in an area that is not a food desert. So they can shop and buy fruits and fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that. They have the money to buy these things, to buy this healthy food. Because baby, believe me, it's not as cheap. It can be, whatever. But a lot of these people are touting that you have to buy certain products, protein supplements, shakes, organic fruits, organic vegetables, and everybody does not have the funds for all of that. And she's always so put together. So she is spending money on her appearance, her hair, her nails, her makeup, her matching gym attire. That's that girl. She's exuding wealth, and everyone is not wealthy, okay? So these are some things to think about when you're thinking about this trend or any other trend, okay, that you see on the internet. You have to think about if this is realistic to yourself and realistic to your life. Yeah. This thing has been criticized as being performative. So basically, she's just showing off. She's showing off her lifestyle in an effort to, hey, be like me. I am really teaching people how to take care of themselves, how to love themselves and things like that. But are you really? Is that what you're really doing? Did you really go for that move, It can also be kind of shallow. So when I talk about looks and wealth and things like that, so you're exuding a certain air about yourself, which can be perceived as, kind of shallow. And there is a toxic idea of health and beauty. So you have to mold into these beauty standards. Once again, maybe be a white woman, or maybe be a thin woman, or whatever the case may be. Whatever type of woman that you're seeing there, that's what you have to be. And we see all these aesthetically pleasing dishes and aesthetically pleasing bowls and things like that, and being really, really healthy. So it could even possibly lead to ED, or disordered eating. So we have to think about that too. Yeah. And you know how social media does it, where everyone's lives look so amazing. Is this unrealistic? Is this unattainable? Can we actually live this lifestyle? I don't know. So these are all, you guys, some criticisms to think about when you're thinking about this trend, okay? And I guess maybe I didn't look too deep into it. So I didn't think about that stuff. But the more that I dug into the trend, the more that I dug into the thought of things, even when I think about myself growing up with representation and things like that, I thought, hey, these criticisms might be right. They might be true. So with anything that you see on the internet, you take that with a grain of salt. Do not be worried about other people's lives, because they are not worried about yours. So you cannot afford to keep up with the Joneses, because you never know. The Joneses may look pretty and perfect and put together. That's the facade that they exhibit to you. But on the inside, behind closed doors, they are cracked, they are broken, they are hurting. But you don't get to see all that, okay? So my advice to you is, you be that girl in the way that you see fit. If you don't wake up until 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., that's fine. If you don't have the time to do a 13-step skincare routine, that's fine too. If you don't drink your green juice, that's fine as well. If you are disorganized and you only clean a couple of times a week, or maybe once a week, or maybe you don't clean, that's fine too. You do not have to kill yourself to mold yourself into some internet trend, okay? I love y'all. So I am going to give you a positive word, and the reason why I'm going to give you a positive word is because it's coming from the queen herself, that girls of the That Girl, Queen B. You know who she is. Beyonce knows, everybody. Don't try to lessen yourself for the world. Let the world catch up to you, okay? So I think this goes along very perfectly with That Girl routine. Don't worry about that girl over there. You worry about this girl right here. So what is going on? Okay? Don't worry about that internet trends. Don't worry about those popular people doing whatever it is that they do. You worried about yourself, because you are your own human being. You are unique. You are special. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are all that, okay? And so while you're trying to be like them, they're probably looking at you because you got something. So you let them catch up to you, okay? All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Keep watching, because of course I'm going to be giving you more and more and more videos. So if you like this one, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can also leave a comment. So talk to me about that girl. Are you that girl? Are you not that girl? Or are you that boy? Are you not that boy? Or whatever. I don't know. So I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching.